All right, welcome in for another episode of SSD Mythbusters. My name is Jeremy Worley, and I am here with Social Security Disability Attorney Josh Worley. Josh is our expert that answers all of these questions for us. I'm the one that has no idea what we're talking about, so I get to play the role of saying, what about this? What about that? To answer the questions that I think maybe all of you out there would have. So I do my best to present those questions, and we do it one episode at a time by taking a myth and then trying to answer as much as we can, give you all the information to help you understand this topic. Today we've got a good one. Josh, today our myth is you can never work again once you've been approved for benefits. So what do you say?
All right, so that myth is false. That is not the case. When it comes to working and disability benefits, there's a few things that I think are important to keep in mind. If you're on Social Security disability benefits, then you are saying that you are not able to work any kind of full-time job. Okay, so that allows you to go out and work a part-time job. And the way that Social Security determines what is a part-time job is how much income you get in a month. Okay, and the term that Social Security uses is SGA, Significant Gainful Activity. And the SGA is $1,550 a month. It's in 2025. So if you're making less than $1,550, then that is considered to be part-time work. And you can do that and still get Social Security disability. Okay. So if you just kind of keep that figure in mind, then you're going to be okay. All right. Now, there are a couple of additional programs that Social Security has that encourages people that are on disability benefits to try and work, and they can even try to work full time. That is called, there's two different programs, Ticket to Work program and a trial work period. There's quite a bit involved with trying with kind of sorting out the details that we don't have time to go through those details today. But in essence, what those programs do is they encourage you to go out and try to work a full-time job. You can be over that SGA and still be, and give that a shot, see how you do. And you can do that over a certain period of months. And I believe it's 6 months. It's 6 months on one and then a 9-month period on another. I believe that's the case. I would encourage you to really look up the details on that. But it basically allows you to go out and try to do that. And then if you're successful, then great. You can continue to do that. And then if you can continue to work full time and be over SGA, then eventually you just get off Social Security disability. But those programs give you the opportunity to give it a shot. And if you're not able to, you try to do it and you just can't handle it, then that doesn't get you where you're booted off disability. So it's kind of gives you a little bit of a shot to try these programs and try to work. And then if you can, great, keep doing it and get off Social Security disability. If you cannot, then you've given it a shot, and then you get back on, or you just continue your Social Security disability benefits.
If someone's out there and they say, I'm willing to give it a shot, I don't know if I could do it. What's the practical way that someone goes about trying to do the Ticket to Work? And
so you've got to communicate with your Social Security office, your local Social Security office. You will tell them, listen, I want to fall under the Ticket to Work program or the trial work period, and I want to give this a shot and see how I do. And then you can do that, and then you can report to them on how you're doing. And if you give it a shot for a couple of months and then you can't, then you need to let Social Security know that. And then they will process that and they'll just make note of it in the file. I believe that's the way that works.
Okay. And let's just get this out there too, because I think the temptation for someone might be, okay, I can make $1,550. Okay. Doing part-time work. There could be someone out there, temptation to say, I'm going to make $1,550 kind of on the books. Officially, someone's going to pay me. Then with a temptation to say, I'm going to earn cash unofficially,
Sure,
right?
sure.
I mean, in a perfect world, but someone's out there, and we would obviously say, don't do that.
Yeah, for sure. I would just say that is not a great idea. And the main reason that's not a good idea is because if Social Security were to figure that out and they were to determine that you were making more than what you're telling them or what's on the books, then that can lead to you getting kicked off benefits. And not only can it lead you to getting kicked off benefits off disability, but they could look back and they could say, we've overpaid you because you should not have been getting disability benefits this whole past year. And because we've overpaid you for this whole year, you owe us $15,000 in back pay or whatever that might be. You don't want to do that.
Right. Okay. So, all right. Well, thanks for clearing that up for us. So the myth is busted. You can work after you've been approved, but there are these threshold limits of about 1,550 currently. So you can't make more than that. But if you are interested in working, think you might be up for it, there's some programs, Ticket to Work,
In the trial work period.
in the trial work period that you can communicate with your local Social Security office and for those programs. And that may be an option to do a trial run to see if you can do it. So, all right. Thanks, Josh, for clearing that up for us. We're going to keep making episodes, bringing you all the information you need. Hopefully this has been helpful. We are the Injury and Disability Law Center. You can find us at idlawcenter.com. We've got a ton of tools for anyone wanting to learn more about Social Security disability. There's calculators, things that probably answer all these other burning questions that you have. But for us today, that does it. Thanks for sticking with us, and we will see you next time.